Hey, good morning, Captain PLT. One ping only radar. You guys had a great weekend. Let's get to it. I've been saying the whole week, what's really running the QQQs. They could have Apple up a million or Google up a million. It doesn't matter. Or even Tesla. Doesn't matter. What's really running the market is SanDisk and Micron. And that whole group. I mean, you could add everything else below it. TSM, maybe Geo, Intel, AMD Light, Coherent, AOI, ALMU, Marvell. That's really running the market right now. That's where the focus is. And they're starting to crack. They're showing cracks. Just to mention on SanDisk real quick, I mean, the other day when people said, what gave you the hint to sell SanDisk pre-opening? Well, when you see formations like this, you just notice, and you've heard me complain about this, a lot of the moves are happening pre and post. Pre and post. See them? That happened right at the close, after the close, for the next day. You're getting the little bits, but the clues are before the market or at the end of the day. So right now the box on SanDisk is 1780 to 1878. Also, yesterday on Thursday we said that 1750 area was an area of concern, meaning that at some point it had to come to a stop. It's kind of the area where it broke out from on June 11th. This area. I don't have a line there. Here, I'll put it there. I just see it. I see them. Yeah. So at that 1750 area, and again, give or take 50 points in SanDisk is nothing. This is for the guys who can able to take the risk. But SanDisk is definitely one to keep an eye on today. This 1640 level may be touched, but right now the rally looks like it could be anywhere into the 1880 area to 1900. And just real quick to Micron. Micron had 4 gaps that we talked about, but we can get in another video. But look at this earnings. And we had said that day that Micron usually, if it's going to top out and have a correction, it's usually after the earnings, right at the earnings. They have it up pretty hard pre-opening and it fails. Here's your fail. Here's your channel. So today's resistance would be somewhere between 1011 to 1032. If it keeps going, somewhere to 5-day, probably 1085. But you see the formation. So these may be turned. Next stop would be the 50-day moving average, which would be 885 on Micron. Real quick note on SpaceX, like I was warning since the day that it went public. They changed the rules to 15 days. The stock can get added to an index, which would mean the Russell or the NASDAQ. It did. It's confirmed that tomorrow, before the opening, it gets added to the NDX. Based on the calculations and the shares outstanding, there's 26 million shares that need to be bought. How many has been already? I don't know. But I would think that the action will be more towards the end of the day than the beginning of the day. And you also have the lockups coming off on the individual retail at Fidelity and a bunch of other ones. So I just keep that in mind. So 26 million shares, it goes in tomorrow. Let's see how they do it. I mean, we know where the support is. It's at that 148 area. Right now, resistance would be somewhere in between the middle here. So 168. 168 pivot to 176. And resistance, if it fails, it's just going to come right back in here. I think it just, I think the action is going to be at the end of the day. Real quick on the SPY, got a gap here at 746. They get to that today, tomorrow, they'll get to it. The question is do they keep the momentum up to retest this high? 751.47 is where it failed yesterday and came in. You may get a drift up, but again, keep your eye on SanDisk and Micron. They're the key to the market right now. Real quick on the QQQ, we were buying the 707 calls at around 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. We got stopped out once on them here. then re-entered, made it up. I think they closed at 843 for today's 707s. I think they'll probably trade at 15. So we were recommending those. And right now the box on the QQQ is 715 to 722. Remember, they did leave a box up there at 735. Is that the goal? Maybe before this whole thing, turns over. But again, like the other day, they may come and fill this gap and then go. So keep an eye on those numbers. So the QQQ 715, 722 is the box. Real resistance here if they keep going is 726, then 735. All right, it's Captain PLT. We'll be back.